Alright guys, what's up? We're here with Erik Christensen, former national champion, and today we got a special spicy deck profile for post-link format. What do you got for us today, bro?
TwiLightsworn plants.
TwiLightsworn plants.
Sure.
Ooh, sounds spicy.
Sure, if you want to put it that way.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Alright, start off with 3 Goblinbergs. It's a Lightsworn deck, so there's a shit ton of normal summons, so you don't want to draw those.
Okay.
So you want to do it with Goblinberg.
Alright.
Next is 3 Snows, because that's the best card that you want to mill. It's better than Lightsworn mills. Next are 2 Garnets. If you play one, you will brick with 1, and then your Brilliant Fusions and your plants become dead.
Yeah, but how many cards are in this deck though?
46 or 47.
46, so at least you mitigate some potential drawing in that card.
Yeah. Next is the Plant Engine. You play 2 Lone Fires.
Only 2 Lone Fire.
Only 2. The main thing is you want to see this card in your opening hand, but you don't want to see it after turn 1 because you've already gone through the Brilliant Fusion.
Fair enough.
So you don't. That's why I only play 2. I was playing Dandelion for a while, and that's why I played 3. But I cut Dandelion in one of those for space. Then to combo with this, these 2 make Invoker.
Yeah.
And then Invoker summons this guy, and your Brilliant Fusion sends Trick Clown, and then these combo together, so you end with a Decode Talker and a rank 4.
Oh wow.
Just off of 1 card. Next is the Lightsworn Engine. There's 3 Raidens, 2 Luminas, 3 Wolf, 1 Felice, 1 Lila to kill problematic cards, 1 new Raikou.
Oh, that's a new card. What does that card do?
So Raikou is a little bit like Lumina, except he can banish any card on the field. When he's normal summoned or flip face up, you banish a Lightsworn from your hand or graveyard and banish a card on the field, and that doesn't target, so it plays around a lot of cool stuff. Also, the new effects of the TwiLightsworns are if a different Lightsworn monster activates its effect, they mill when that Lightsworn activates the effect, so you don't have to wait till the end phase for them. The next one is Lila. Lila is sort of like the old Lila, it pops spells and traps. However, this one works on your opponent's turn and only pops face-up ones, with the same condition as banishing a Lightsworn from the grave or hand like Raikou.
Alright.
So this is a good offensive card now compared to this one, which is just you use to out your problematic cards. Then you play 2 Lumina. Lumina is at first I didn't think it was that great, and after I've been playing it, it's very abusable. Since none of the effects they're all a soft once per turn. When you link with the Lumina and then bring it back off of another Lumina or Soul Charge or anything like that, you can use the effect again for both summoning back and milling. So Lumina's a really broken card in this deck. That's it for the monsters.
Alright.
For the spells, the 1-ofs are Foolish, Rhoda, and Soul Charge. These are pretty much mandatory in any sort of like rank 4 spammy deck. And then the Lightsworn stuff, 2 Charge, 3 Solar Recharge, and I don't play the new March of the Dark Brigade because I just don't think it's not really good in your opening.
What does that card do?
So it adds any Lightsworn from your graveyard to your hand, and then you banish cards from the top of your deck equal to its level. So if you have back a Raiden, you banish 4 from the top of your deck. Oh
yeah, so it doesn't sound too spicy.
Yeah, it's a little, it's good late game, but in the beginning, if you're more of a TwiLightsworn devoted engine, you play it, but I only play 4.
Right.
So, and then the last 3 are Brilliant Fusion. It's the spell you want to open. Then for the extra deck, we have 1 Invoker. You use that to when you make your plants, and you can do the whole combo just with Invoker. 2 Emerald. One of them is to put back the 3 cards and draw a card, but the other one is actually devoted to comboing into Firewall Dragon, which I'll explain later.
Alright.
2 Minerva, because you can play 2 now, and you don't have to spend $1,000.
Or you don't have to win Nats to get 1.
Yeah, exactly. 1 Tornado Dragon, just a good offensive card. If you've gone through all your links and all that, and this is pretty much what you make at the end on top of having a bunch of awesome cards.
Yeah.
2 Omegas. You can usually choose a route. You can either end with Firewall Dragons, or if you open tuners, you can end with double Omega, which is pretty much, they're just the different routes that you go. I like the Omegas because they're always on the field throughout the whole game, basically.
Omega's always a good card.
1 card I forgot to mention that just reminded me that's in the main deck is 1 Instant Fusion in case you already open a Brilliant Fusion with your plants.
Alright.
This is for Instant Fusion. You can use this to summon Mrs. Radiant, but it's also level 4 and normal, so you can bring it back off Emerald. So that's the main reason he's here. Seraphinite for your Brilliant. Now the links. So the first one is Mrs. Radiant. You use it directly for the plant combo. You have to use the Invoker and the 1,000 Blades that you summon to make him, and then you can Seraphinite, and you summon your 2 monsters, and then you make your link in the other zone. And then you just put these up into a Decode Talker. Next is Gaia Saber. He's really good because you make him instead of, like, if you have these two, you can make this instead, overlay those for Emerald, and if you have another monster, you use Gaia Saber and the other monster to make a Firewall Dragon, and then Emerald can bring back Gaia Saber because it's normal, and then the Emerald and Gaia Saber can combine to make a second Firewall Dragon, which is for basically nothing.
Damn, that sounds broken.
It's pretty good. Decode Talker, which is the one you make when you aren't doing the combo for Firewall Dragon, and then 2 Firewall Dragon. I was trying out 3 for a while, but I just found that 3 is just too much. And you really, if you have 2 on board and you haven't used their effects to bounce back yet,
right,
it's hard for pretty much any deck to get over that. So I found that just 2 is all right. 3 is nice because you get to add back hand traps.
So what's the ideal ending board for this deck, or a basic ending board?
Basic, I would say, is like maybe an Omega or 2 and a Minerva. But the best ideal board would be 2 Firewalls like this, probably a Banished Omega, Minerva or Tornado Dragon, whichever you prefer to end on or what needed to in the combo, and then Maxi in your hand, because Firewall Dragons can add back Maxi if it gets milled from the graveyard.
Oh wow, that's broken.
So that's the ideal ending board, and the Snow, of course, in the grave. Snow is what will beat you in the long game. Snow is also really good for links, because if you fill up your spot up here, Snow can just banish out of the way, so you can make more rank 4s up here. So that's the main purpose of the deck.
All right, sounds good. All right, well, Savage Lit fam, shout out to Erik Christensen from Pro Play Games. You want to say hi or bye?
Sure, bye.
Bye. All right.